What is going on, community? What is going on, people of Earth? We are back sooner than I thought to catch up with the comics and catch up with Transformers issue number 2. I just dropped my review, my overview of issue number 1 a couple of days ago. But what I want to do is to try and start a trend, try and get myself motivated and get myself to do something consistently here. And I want to aim for a Transformers Tuesday where I come and go over either the Marvel Transformers or some other Transformers books that I've been reading. And we're going to kick that off with issue number 2 of Marvel's Transformers. So when we left off in issue number 1, we had the Autobots and Decepticons have their fight on Cybertron, have their fight on the Ark, crash land into Earth, and then have their first confrontation on Earth. The Autobots didn't die, thankfully, but Bumblebee came pretty close. So what we're going to do here is pick up with Bumblebee and pick up with what the Decepticons are doing, and we're going to see a couple of familiar themes here going on. In fact, one of the themes we're going to see that we are familiar with kicks off as soon as we get into the book, because one of the things that we need, or the Decepticons need, and the Autobots for that matter, is they need energy. They came here and, you know, they got revived on the Ark. They were given new forms, but there's not a whole lot of energy to go around. So they need to find out how to get energy. The Decepticons are on this mission first, and they stop at this plant. And at the plant, Megatron wants to go in and try and steal some technology, ransack the place. But Starscream says, nay, we should scout the place out first. And Megatron begrudgingly says that Starscream is right and we should scout the place. And he sends in Ravage. But we can see by page number 2, Starscream is already trying to supplant Megatron. He's just biding his time, keeping it real low key, trying not to get noticed by Megatron, because he knows Megatron is pretty smart and cunning. So of course you have the Decepticons versus a whole bunch of humans at this plant. No contest. They run off with the equipment. They ransack the place. They cause a whole lot of destruction, like Decepticons are known to do. On the other side of town, we have Bumblebee in the garage of Sparkplug Witwicky with his son Buster Witwicky. We met them in the first issue, and Buster basically brought Bumblebee back. Buster knows about Bumblebee's secret, being a Transformer, and he tries to convince his father of what's going on. His father thinks he sounds crazy, wouldn't we all? But eventually he at least got his father to patch up Bumblebee to the point where Bumblebee was not dying, was not leaking what looked like oil, maybe Transformer blood, whatever it may be. But Bumblebee is now on the mend, and Bumblebee transforms, scares Sparkplug out of his socks, but explains everything to Sparkplug and lets him know that he's a Transformer and they came to Earth with their friends and with the Decepticons, and you know the whole story. But we also find out that Sparkplug is not only a mechanic, but apparently he's the best mechanic in the world, and apparently he knows a lot more than just car mechanics, because the Autobots, specifically Bumblebee, know that they need fuel, but they can't use just any unleaded regular gasoline we would use. It needs to be refined. It needs to be in a form that they can use. And Sparkplug thinks he can make this happen. So fast forward, Bumblebee gets in touch with the rest of the Autobots. The rest of the Autobots are on the way to Sparkplug's garage, and through the power of writing and through the power of Ravage, the Decepticons find out exactly what the Autobots are up to. And so we have our first huge conflict in the streets between the Autobots and the Decepticons. We also get our second theme of the day, which is that Bumblebee is having a rough time because he's supposed to be protecting the humans, and Megatron kind of knocks him out with one good blow. And basically what they do is that the Decepticons, knowing Sparkplug has this knowledge, knowing that Sparkplug can make fuel for them, they kidnap Sparkplug. And at the end of this battle, the Decepticons run away. They have what they want. The Autobots would chase them, but the Autobots are pretty low on fuel. And since the Autobots are low on fuel, they can't give chase. But Sparkplug has been kidnapped. Buster wonders, who is going to help get my father? The answer? Along came a Spider-Man. That's right, we get the tease for Spider-Man in Transformers issue number 3. You know the cover. Now come back next week and you can hear the story of Transformers issue number 3 and see if Spider-Man can help the Autobots get Sparkplug back and move our story along. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you saw something you liked. If you did enjoy yourself, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to keep up with me, catching up with the Transformers, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Of course, feel free to leave comments, feel free to engage. I am an old school Transformers fan trying to learn more. And so if that's you, that fits your description, you know, feel free to hang out, feel free to engage, feel free to leave comments. I always comment back and we can have discussions. But as we always do at this time, love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.